let's start with the context and the strike. Is there an end in sight in your mind to these strikes?
Our view is that the end is sooner rather than later. We've already seen that the producers have approached the miners with a separate deal without the unions, and it seems that the response has been positive. The second thing also, before the elections, Zuma, the President Zuma, stated that he wasn't very happy with the strikes and that their solution needs to be found, and that most likely the strikers are in the wrong in a way.
So, I mean, they say they expect this mass return to work Wednesday.
Yeah.
Is that wishful thinking?
More likely, yes, it will happen, but seeing that today there were 2 individuals from the NUM who were killed. So the NUM is a union which is not on strike. It's close to the ANC, the ruling party.
Yep.
What will happen if the AMCU might feel that it's cornered, put in a corner, we might see maybe an eruption of violence. So that's something to keep an eye on.
Lonmin has said if the strike continues, it'll fully deplete their inventories in the pipeline. Their stockpiles seem, when you compare their stockpiles with other producers, they seem particularly low.
Yes.
Why is that?
I mean, it's probably the way they've run their own stockpiles. I'm not sure. I don't know the details. What I can say is it's not just them facing the problem. If you look at Impala, for instance, they've said that in the next 2 to 3 months, they might have to cut, if the strikes still continue, they might have to cut their supply by 40%. Amplats is probably halfway through its reserves. So if you add them all together, probably by August, if the strike still continues into August, then that's the point where we might see a lot of pressure.
And we're at 14.29, 14.30 now per ounce on the price. If that is the case, what happens to the price in the meantime?
In the meantime, we would say that the average price of platinum could average to 1620. That's our high case scenario. So by that time, the price would be at around 1750 to 1800.
If they get back to work there this week, if these strikes stop, where does the price go? Does it pull back substantially?
Not substantially. I think the market, the way it's already been, is that the price of platinum has already dropped 2% since the beginning of the year, despite the strikes. So I think part of the strikes are factored in. It's just this danger of the strikes depleting completely the reserves.